What up?
We're back. What's up? How are you?
Dude, I'm doing good, man. These 2 episodes a week now, I think is a lot better because normally I'm like, oh my gosh, waiting for that whole next week to start, and here we are now. It's only been a
Yeah.
couple of days, and then we're already back at it. And then plus
Yeah.
Bad Batch is back, so like we have Streamer Spotlight on Wednesday, then Bad Batch Thursday night.
Mhm.
We're already doing it, and then now with the squad stream, which is what I really want to talk about.
Yeah.
So, what was your initial thoughts of the game when? Because like a week ago, I was like, I don't know how well this game's gonna be, but it turned out it was amazing. I
Well,
loved it.
it was a lot better than I thought in a way. Because, like, okay, what I expected out of it was like, 'cause I knew it was Sea of Thieves and I knew it was Among Us. You know how much I love Sea of Thieves. And I was like, and so when I was captain, I kind of was able to. And if you guys don't know what game we're talking about, we're speaking about Dread Hunger, a game that is just, I think it's still in testing. I don't even think it's like finalized yet and finished, but you can get it on Steam. It's $25 on Steam. It is a really new game, but it was really amazing. And it's basically a mixture between Sea of Thieves and Among Us kind of mixed together. You have different roles. You have captain role, you have a doctor role, you have various different roles, performing different tasks for the team. And there's going to be 2 different people that are quote unquote imposters.
Yeah.
These imposters are basically the ones that, their goal out of everything is to sabotage and kill everybody, but as well as also stop the ship from reaching the end. You have a ship, you're on an icy planet, or whatever the case may be, an icy world, and you need to get from start to finish. And the only way you can get to finish is everyone does their jobs and everyone communicates with one another. You apply the coal to the fuel and etc. to get the ship moving. The captain needs to steer, and basically the 2 imposters are trying to ruin that for everybody. And you and I had the chance to be imposters together.
The last
Which was that was the best way to end. Like, I could have kept playing, I could have kept going, but you and I, like, I was going to we were both imposters, Warrior Night, and I was actually going to call you via Discord. I was actually going to Discord to call you, but I looked at you and because we were in like the sunken ship area, and I was like, okay, let me see if he can understand, because poor Chronic, and he was the one hosting it. This was the squad stream, and he was like in the back just warming up, getting a little cozy, getting his health back up. And I saw Warrior, and I was like, I just started jumping up and down. I was like, I don't know if he's going to know what I mean by this, but I just started jumping up and down. We both just ran them and started throwing axes at him. And he was like, wait, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And this is all on stream. So you can rewatch the VOD, and I'm probably going to clip it later.
He loves Game of Thrones just as much as I do. And one of the ones that they do in there is the Lannisters send their regards. So I said that, and then I turned his stream volume up afterwards, and dude, it was perfect. He's like, he's so shocked. Like, we got.
I know. That was really funny.
The funny thing was we were all still learning, and I guess they assumed that because you were the hunter that you could make bear traps like at like some insane pace. So the first trip we did out to the ice, I found like 5 apiece of how to like the things that make the bear traps. So I made 5 bear traps, and I set them all around the ship.
Yeah. And they thought it was me. It was coincidentally, like, I was an imposter, but they thought it was me. It was really funny. It was just overall like a really fun game. I definitely recommend anybody that hasn't tested out the game, test it out. I will share the name of it into the chat here. And you can get it on Steam, $24.99. But it was overall a really fun game. Question for you. I did have a question. Could you ever see yourself streaming it?
Dude, I could, but man, I get it that randoms could be fun, but I don't think the experience would be the same. Like, you would still have a good time, but we were lucky enough to have 8 people in the game, and it just worked so well because everybody's friends with everybody. So we had 8 friends, and we take the game seriously. Like, we don't just like goof off. What we did in the beginning, but once we learn the game, we start really trying to win and getting competitive. So this is what makes it awesome.
Absolutely.
If you have that one random that just doesn't want to do the game how it's supposed to be played, it could get pretty toxic or old really quick, I think.
Yeah. No, overall it was incredible. I had the best time ever. I could see myself streaming it as well. It really, because like I'm obviously transitioning now into Sea of Thieves, and that would be kind of like a perfect little, maybe like a breather, just one day out of the week, like just here and there, so it's really fun.
Well, as soon as I got in the main lobby, the wait screen in the main lobby just reminded me of the theme of your channel. So it's just like
it was fun though. It was fun. But yeah, so really exciting week. what did you know? How was your week overall? Did you get a lot done?
Man, the week is good. Just in the personal life in general,
Mm.
the weather's. I first of all, I cannot stand the cold. Like I just
Really? I
like.
love it.
So in the military, there was an incident where we had to get up at like 4 in the morning, just like every other day, but we had to go out to the gun range, and it was like maybe it was like 35, like cold, but not cold enough to where
Mm.
you were freezing. But then we were out there for like 4 or 5 hours, and then the weather was supposed to be a clear day, just cold. Well, then it started raining, and none of the soldiers had wet weather gear, so we didn't have rain jackets or
Mm.
anything. So we got rained on. Then that dropped the temperature to 25, and we were out there till 8 o'clock that night, and I couldn't get warm. And I was like, "Why am I shaking so bad?" And come to find out, I they call it a cold weather casualty in the
Yeah.
military. But anyways, dude, it was, and ever since then, like I just can't stand the cold. Like it was one of the worst days of my life, and I hate it.
Yeah.
So anyways, the whole point of that is, now that it's warm again, I start running again, and I just feel better. And I've been running at least 2 miles every other day. Been hiking again, and it just makes like some good clarity. It's good, man, and it makes the week better. The streams were pretty good. I finally had a few new Halo people in there, so things are going
Are
well,
you
man.
liking it? You've been streaming that every day. It's awesome.
Yeah, I love. Well, of course, I love Halo,
Mhm.
but people either they played Halo back in the day and they can watch it and be proud of the nostalgia and then maybe even play again. But it's hard to get new people to like an old game like that. So really, I'm just gearing up for and hoping that
Yeah.
Infinite will like boost people's momentum. Because
Yeah.
if you play Call of Duty Warzone, if you play Apex, and then you come and see the graphics of Halo 3, you're just like, meh, can't do this. I mean, it almost looks like a free to play game. Is what it looks
Mhm.
like.
No, for sure, for sure. I totally get that. Yeah, no, I've been really enjoying your streams. It's been a lot of fun, man.
And
So
Sea of
I've
Thieves for you, man, is like,
had the best time ever.
dude, that one on Wednesday. I mean, you had so much insane loot, like an insane.
Yeah, I didn't really because like when you have fun with the game, you don't really think about like time or anything like that, and the time like flies. And that's how it felt today with Dread Hunger. Like it was like what a 4.5 hour stream session, and we felt like 2 hours. It was really really fun, and that's the same thing with Sea of Thieves. I did a 7 hour stream on Wednesday, and it really felt like 3 hours. I just had so much fun, and you kind of let that take over your enjoyment, and it was the best time ever. And then obviously we came inside the Holocron right after, which was really, really fun as well. But we had Bad Meds as our special guest, and you guys can rewatch the streamer spotlight for that as well. But it was a really, really awesome time.
Yeah,
And
and
I've been having the best time ever with it.
oh, for sure. And then of course we'll have another one next week, and we're gonna keep doing it as long as we can keep finding creators that wanna do it and
Yeah.
name out there. I'm definitely down.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
normally we're both free on Wednesdays anyway, so
Mhm.
just works out perfectly.
Yeah. I
Um,
also, well, yeah, as well as that. And the squad streams are back. So that was super exciting. We used to do those all the time. So now those are back again. And I'm super excited to possibly even try to get more of them more frequently. We used to do it once every 2 weeks, but we're trying to maybe even get it once a week, if hopeful, once a week and a half, maybe even.
yeah, I think 2 weeks is a magic number. I would love 2 weeks, because I mean, a week would be we could definitely do a week, but I think scheduling conflictions will happen
Yeah.
eventually. I think the 2 week is a magic number we can prepare,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, for sure.
it's always a good time. Like the just, I mean, we're all friends, and then even when we bring in like Bad Mads and Heath, we're all just part of the larger community. It just makes for a good time. That was so much fun today. We had 8 people from the community, all like in cohesive, just trying to make a good
Yeah.
content. I think it worked out. There's got to be a lot of clips in that. A lot of clips has to.
Yeah, that's a fun part about like streaming with like other content creators and stuff like that, and having a fun time part of the community. Like last night when we did Dead Phasmophobia, I had 52 jump scares. And it was just like and I haven't even really been able to recover from it a lot, but it was just so much fun playing with Heath, Ruth, High Jedi, and Mads, and everyone. It was just such an enjoyable time. So it's really fun to kind of connect together and have a lot of fun with it. So
Um. So as far as, is there any what other plans do you have for content that you might be able to share?
So tomorrow we'll have a new Be Right Back screen and a new transition scene. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's probably I've ordered a lot of different artwork from this artist in terms of our old starting soon, stream ending, Be Right Back, everything. this is by far my favorite one. It's by far my favorite one. It was really, really well done. That's going to be shared tomorrow on stream. I am ordering new emotes, about 5 to 10 new emotes to rotate around that are really, really fun as well. Some Ahsoka, some outside of Ahsoka, which is really, really cool.
Are you keeping all your emotes like Sea of Thieves, or are you
well, I have a lot of different ones planned for different days and occasions that I'm planning long term. But yeah, there will be some Sea of Thieves related ones.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be doing some new emotes too. One Resident Evil one that is an inside joke with all the people who watch my Resident Evil streams, and I think it's gonna be fun. But
yeah,
I'm gonna get a new, not necessarily a logo, but an avatar. Like everyone's seen the Revan avatar, we're gonna get a new one, and it's gonna be Halo themed. And, because I'm gonna start doing Halo, obviously more Halo content outside of streaming.
Yeah,
I think it'd make the intro so much better.
Yeah, I also have plans for well, YouTube now has been really, really fun. We just achieved 900 subscribers, and there was I always forget the name. That's why I'm like I have a hard time pronouncing it, so I want to make sure I get it right. But we also released a new video today, Lady Dimitrescu. I always screw it up. It's from the Resident Evil game.
I still mess it up, and I've watched
it
all the time in the game. I still mess it up.
Yeah, and there's a mod that replaces Vader. I had actually so much fun with the mod. So I shared that video today, released that. Your YouTube content has been amazing. The Omega theory was beautiful. I knew about that a few days before you released it. I thought that was incredible.
I have a few more that I'm going to be making. I think I'm going to work hard on it, the script tonight, and maybe get a Monday or Tuesday debut. And we can talk about some of it today. Let's just segue right into it. So episode 4, Cornered. Was it short? They're not necessarily short. They're the normal length, but since we had like the 70-minute episode, I just feel like they're so short.
Yeah, and also you have to consider we also were used to Mando. Mando was always about 30 to 40 minutes every episode, so it is back to its Clone Wars feel. It is a little longer than Clone Wars episodes. Clone Wars episodes were around like 22 minutes. This ranges from like 27 around, so it's a little bit longer, but it's still, because you also have to consider there's going to be 16 episodes, which is a way longer than Mando. So if you look in the long run of it, it's going to be around the same amount of time duration as the Mandalorian season, because you're getting double the content.
Right.
But I loved, okay, first of all, like, what would you rate this before we get in? What would you rate this episode, like 1 through 10?
I'd give it like an 8. I mean, it was solid, lots of action. It was just it was one of those. It was a popcorn episode. You just get your popcorn and enjoy the action. I don't think there's much new character development in it. See the characters doing the same thing that we already know them to be doing. Omega's being Omega, Hunter's being Hunter, Wrecker's being Wrecker. There was no like mind blowing reveal in this episode. But overall, it was still fun, man. I've watched it twice now, and I thought it was pretty
Yeah, I'd put it around an 8.5. I mean, it was, it was really beautiful. It was my favorite outside of episode 1. I think episode 1 was really, really the best. But outside of episode 1, I would consider it my favorite one out of all of them so far. It was really, really fun. I really enjoyed introducing Fennec. I really liked how they portrayed her character, because we got to consider this is, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say like 25 to 30 years. Are we talking about? No, well, 25 to 30 from Mando, give or take. So it was interesting to see her. And if you really, really can pay attention, and I don't know who was paying really attention to her character within this episode, but she was very, like, I consider her not to be a villain, like in a way, because she was very kind at moments where she saved Omega at a time. She maybe because she knew she had to bring her in alive. Maybe that's part of it.
Instead of killing Wrecker, she just knocked him out.
Yeah, I feel like she was very like, and I feel like we see that kind of same type of quote unquote compassion within Mandalorian, because this is literally, everyone was saying during the watch party, like, this literally feels like a Mandalorian episode. Like, this is literally Mando, such a Mando feel. And I really believe that she wasn't, I didn't even see her as a villain, really. When she was speaking to Omega, you kind of see the softness in her voice. Now, she could easily be playing like today, Judd Hunger, like an imposter, but she was very, I don't know, it seemed very, very relaxed to me. And I really, really liked how they introduced her at the end, especially at the end. She could have easily killed that guy. That was like, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. And she's like, no, it's fine. Just, here's this. Let me here's the credits. Like, let me know when they're back. And that was it. And she just took off, and she received a hologram at the end, the transmission, and that was it. Yeah. I didn't really see her such a evil person or anything like that.
No, I'm with you, man. She's definitely a bounty hunter that just wants to do the mission in the cleanest way possible. The key things here that stuck out to me is they made a point to make who hired her still mysterious. Like, do we assume if you were putting money on it, you would say the Kaminoans are paying her to get Omega. But the biggest two things for me is they don't say she doesn't call them because we like they don't act like we know the answer yet. She's referring to them and all that. And then the key thing to me is too in episode 3, the Quinoans say the clones. They use plural. They're after 2 clones at least. So Omega's just one. So there's needs to be one more that they need. So to me, I think there's another potential third party, and I wonder if it ties into the people who was basically after Grogu. I know it's the Imperial Remnant, but there's still I think we know that there's more like to it than that. You know, who is holding Grogu on?
Who's Fennec working for?
Yeah, there's somebody out there. I could just be going off on a crazy limb here, but why would they just keep it a mystery? Why would they say clones plural unless it's just a mistake by the show? And then also, why would they not just refer to the Kaminoans whenever she's talking into the mic at the end? You know,
by clones, could they also have meant the Bad Batch, or is that?
I thought that. So when I was breaking it down on my YouTube video, it just made perfect sense. Like she's not after the Bad Batch. She had perfect time to get one other.
Very true.
She could have, she knocked out Wrecker. She could have put him in binds and then had a droid come and pick him up real quick. Same with Hunter. And then she could have got Omega. And then there's 2 clones. She was only after Omega. That's all she cared about. Everybody else was just collateral damage that was in her way. So,
yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with that. Yeah, it's difficult.
And she doesn't care. There's no way she wants Echo. Echo's just a normal clone. Just
droid.
Yeah, he's a normal droid now. So I think there's somebody else. I think there's somebody else in play. It's not the Empire or Kamino. There's somebody else that wants Omega, and a little part of me is leaning towards the Emperor, because the Emperor does things secretly when he really needs to, and he doesn't employ people that would have information, like keep information. Like he's not going to have Tarkin go after Omega because Tarkin will start asking why. Finnick just wants to get paid. Okay, deliver Omega and get paid. I'm out. I'm not going to ask any questions. So it's clean. So that's one I thought of, and then another one is kind of like the people or the rogue faction, like the scientist in Mandalorian. Like he's not a Kaminoan, but he has the emblem. So whoever is the other workers that are humans.
I have to look back and break down some things. I'm sure there's some little hints or some Easter eggs somewhere. One thing I thought was really cool, that we all thought that this planet was going to be Coruscant in the trailers. It was not Coruscant.
I got a real nerdy on this one. So the Star Wars Galaxy database, they update it with legends and they update it with canon planets. So I wanted to know more about the planet they were going to go to beforehand. It starts with an I. I can't even remember it now. I did it in the video, but it doesn't exist. It's and Pantora is right under. So they're in the outer rim. They're in the southern reaches of the outer rim. And I got real nerdy on that one to look for it. But the Imflora or Empora, whatever they were looking for right before they got to Pantora, that planet doesn't exist. That's the first we heard of it. And I wonder if they're going to go back to it, being that it's inhabited, maybe. So we might see that planet later.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it was definitely. I really did enjoy that. I got a lot of Attack of the Clone feels from that whole entire sequence with the speeder chase. It really felt like that. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, some Zam Wessel type chasing through it.
Yeah. It felt like now that I'm thinking about it, it really felt like a fast episode.
Yeah. It was the Attack of the Clones, that little segment, and that 25 minutes, you have 10 minutes, they get there. Then it shows up very early, and then the next is just one big chase, and then the show's over. So
it was really just I like the action sequence. I like finally we got a little bit of a cliffhanger episode. It still ended with like a happy ending. They ended up escaping, but it was a little bit of more of towards that cliffhanger type of feel towards the end of the episode. Like, who is Fennec working for? And you have questions. It leaves you with questions. That's what I love about Star Wars. When they have episodes or even some of the films where you just have questions. What's going to happen next? That's why Empire Strikes Back was what it was. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen to Han Solo next? You know what I mean? It leaves people guessing. It leaves people on their toes. And that's what makes Star Wars so great. That's one of the reasons. So the fact that they can start incorporating these in these episodes, I feel like we're getting now a little bit deeper and deeper into things. And the first 3 episodes are a little bit more lighter, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got that vibe as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, where do they go from here? I don't think they can keep hiding because if you need information, you can't hide. So they have to go out to a like maybe we still do see like a Coruscant type planet because they're gonna need information, and who knows where they go. But where do you think Rex will start tying into this? I don't even know how they meet. Like
So when I
saying
yeah.
where he's at, you know.
You have to be really careful in terms of like theories and etc. But when I broke down the trailer, it actually looked like I'm gonna try and pull it up for you. The planet Rex was at, it looked like that planet called, oh my gosh,
Idoflor
from Jedi Fallen Order.
Idoflor is the planet I was trying to think of earlier, so I just remembered that one. But what planet?
Planet from Jedi Fallen Order, where you start off with the wreckage. I might be like a total stretch.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Umbaka, I want to say.
Sounds
I screen shared. Umbaka. I can't remember the exact name, but if you look at it, it looks like a wreckage. You know, that's a Republic attack cruiser right there. That's a Venator right there. Like it doesn't look at it. I didn't even notice this, but look at Omega's back. I don't know, no idea what's on Omega's back right here. Yes. But you know, like
Chad is saying.
Yeah. So like first Braca. There we go, Braca.
So it does another junkyard planet too.
It could be the junkyard. Oh my gosh, it could even be where Rex last was with Ahsoka that we saw the Clone Wars. You know, I mean that could have been where Jesse's great. I highly doubt it because it looks like multiple different Republic attack cruisers, but it does remind me of Braca from the start of Jedi Fallen Order. Again, it could just be a wreckage, but they definitely look at the remnants of the Republic, as you can see there. So pretty interesting little sequence that I thought.
I wonder how they meet though, man. I wonder.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because like I said, it's not like Rex is just leaving little clues behind because he doesn't want to be found. And he doesn't think there's any other clones like him right now. He probably just, except for Cut. You know,
so I think if there's one person that's going to be tied into it's going to be Cut. I think we'll get another seeing of Cut. You know, I don't know how they tied into place, but I'm not saying Cut is a major character because he's not, but there has to be a reason why he showed up in the start. And I think that's going to lead him to Rex. I think that's where it's going to take them.
Maybe maybe something happens where his family gets imprisoned by the Imperials, and then he has to, you know, he starts looking for help, and of course he only knows about the Bad Batch and Rex. So
can we also talk about something real quick? How Wrecker keeps hitting his head everywhere.
Yeah.
It's foreshadowing something. There's no way this
blown concussion syndrome. Like he's just going to be out of it. He's got hit again. And we barely seen him at the end, so we don't know what the repercussions are of this one.
What if he keeps getting hit and it triggers his chip at one point? That's what I'm thinking it's actually leaning toward. Or I don't know, but
which is if they do that, you know, we've already lost Crosshair, and then if we're gonna lose Wrecker, then you're down to 3. Either Tech needs to hurry up and figure out how to fix the chip. It would make for a fun episode. Record.
I think it would be. Yeah, I don't think he would stay like that, but I do because I think as fans we're all emotionally attached to Rebecca as a character by now. I don't think he would turn, but I do believe we might see a little bit of a sequence where it might, you know, have a little bit of a side effect or you know what I mean?
Yeah. It'd be tough. And Hunter's the one that you'd want to see turn because he's the most like skilled like overall. And maybe it would give the team the hardest challenge. But I think, if you pick one, it would need to be a Wrecker for sure.
Yeah. Like I said, really fast episode, though. It was a really fast episode. It felt like, now that I'm thinking about it, it really flew by fast. I think the highlight of it was seeing Fennec shot, though. I think that was the highlight of the episode.
So, have you ever seen Man of Steel, Superman, Henry Cavill's?
Superman. A long time ago.
Well, to refresh your memory, this is the theory that I'm coming up with. It just reassures me that Omega is Force sensitive. So in Man of Steel, for those that haven't seen it, spoiler, it came out like 10 years ago. He is a young man in Kansas, and he starts getting his powers, his Superman powers. Well, he already has them, but he's finally starting to learn how to use them. And then what happens is there's so because he has like enhanced senses, he can hear, he can see through walls, and everything. Like he's Superman, right? He can do almost everything. Well, he can't control his senses. There's too many, right? And his teacher, his guidance counselor, calls his mom, his adopted mom, his human mom, and she comes there and she's like, "You need to focus on your senses." I know I'm going on a rant here, but anyways, he hones in his senses, and then eventually General Zod at the end of the episode shows him like he can like perfect that. Like, he can just focus. Well, everywhere Omega went in this episode, she was doing like this number. She's just like, oh my gosh, like she can't. There's so much stimuli in this new place that she's been to, and she can't control it. Like there's just so much going on. So if you rewatch the episode, watch her facial reactions. It's almost like the force is there's so much going on and she can't like process it. She does it like 4 times in the episode. When she turns around the corner, she'll make like a squinty face, like the force. There's just too much stimulus. So like, right, you're on Camino, you only have the water. You have, she knows Camino, the other planet. So I think she's just reassuring to me, man. She's force sensitive.
I'll show you something real quick. This right here, and this is what I keep going back to. I know exactly what you mean. This scene right here, I know you might see it, but like it always stuck with me. Because she sees Rain for the first time. When Ray saw Rain for the first time in The Last Jedi, you see like her smile. When she was on Takodana for the first time and she saw grass for the first time, she was so fascinated. And then obviously, literally actually as this happens, that's when she hears Kylo and she has like a frown then. You know what I mean? And her smile goes away. But what my point is, it's like she's never seen the world. She's never seen anything. So she's fascinated by all these new things. When she goes after the toy, no, not the toy, the dog, like the little, first of all, we've never seen really like a dog in Star Wars. But when we saw that little dog, she was chasing the dog constantly. Like, because she was so fascinated by what it had to offer. And like, because this is nothing that she's ever seen. Because probably all she knows is Camino for all we know. Same with Rey. All we know that she knew was I was gonna say Jakku, the graveyard of like Battlefront, like Sand, just Jakku. So it's really, I see it like a kind of like a little similarity, and that's what I keep bringing it back to. That she's so fascinated by everything, and I do believe with your statement though that like I am still staying with that statement that she could be force sensitive, like 100%. And we keep getting hints at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick video. It's not gonna be like as long as my other one. It might be like a 2 or 3 minute video, but there's something there. I really do. Like, there's no reason to have her react like she just turned around a corner and she would make the same face, and it just reminds me so much of that Superman scene where like she doesn't know. Like, okay, so the force is in all these living things. So there's not much living things on Camino. Maybe there is in the ocean, but whatever. She's born and raised there, so she's used to it. Yeah. She goes to the next planet where she's holding the dirt. There is a lot of animals there, but she's still just learning. Yeah. But when she's in a city, and every time she turned around the corner, it's like she was having a headache too. Yeah. Like she kept making this face. Yeah. And I was like, man, she's over there's so many things feeding into her brain that she can't process it. And the only thing I can think of why that would be in Star Wars is because it's the force. Like she doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. She thinks it's normal because she's had it her whole life. So
yeah, I could definitely agree with that.
And Tech doesn't tell people that what's going on because he thinks everybody else knows the answer. Well, she probably thinks, well, everybody else is going through this too. Like, I don't need to ask. So
yeah, no, I could definitely agree with that on you. I think we're gonna still see small hints here and there of her force sensitive, like the fact that she's force sensitive. Like when she saw Crosshair. Well, where did she get that aim from? I related to like with Rey with the flying with when she flew the Falcon for the first time. Like, where did you learn to fly like that? I didn't. It was just natural. Where do you learn to shoot like that? I didn't. It's just natural. And we did pick up also that we think one of two things, like either she's force sensitive or she is a clone of all the Bad Batch combined together, because she's shown traits of each and every single Bad Batch member, which is really, really interesting. And who knows, this whole Tech thing, we've seen her relation to Wrecker with her showing some strength here and there, Hunter showing tracks. Maybe this with Tech is maybe just like thinking outside the box a little bit, and we're not thinking so much into it. You never know really. So there's a lot of opportunities, but I do believe with the theory that she is force sensitive. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, she's either super she's either a super clone or she's force sensitive. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
So
She's definitely not normal. That we can all agree on.
yeah.
She's definitely not normal. She has something special with her. Yet, that's the question that we're trying to find out. But it's something, and I love her character so much already, though.
So, and that was really it, man. That's
Yeah, there was really
25
thing,
minutes,
like,
but
yeah.
10 minutes of a chase. So there's not really a lot. And even when I was doing the breakdown video, I was like, oh man, this one's tough. Like just to get a video out on this one was difficult, you know.
Mhm.
So I just focus more on like the planets, the small lore. We see Gonk again.
I think that Gonk droid, I forgot. Daz brought it up last time he was on here. It was true. Like Rebels, we had Chopper. Clone Wars, we had R2. A little bit of R7. You know, trying to think what else. Every single, you know, obviously throughout the film saga, we had R2. In the sequels, we had BB-8. Every single Star Wars like series and etc. had a droid by the side. This could be the droid, Gonk, and we possibly get a character out of them eventually. You know,
Lord Gonk.
could be.
Yeah, who knows? I'm sure he'll get like some type of episode. You know, most droids do. Maybe he teams up with Echo and they go and do something because he is the power droid. So maybe they just, or maybe he makes the ultimate sacrifice like some droids do. I don't know, but they're definitely keep showing him, you know, as I think just a nod because everybody always makes fun of Gonk droid, but I think they're going to give him a bigger role in one of these episodes where he's tasked to do something. Maybe they get imprisoned and Echo or Tech just like summon the Lord Gonk to go do something. So
a lot of fan service for Gonks. Yeah, a lot of Gonk fan service. But besides that, there wasn't really much of the episode. You know, it is like I will say this, you know, unfortunately, it is one episode a week, once every Friday, and it's only 20 something minutes, you know, 20 to 27 minutes, give or take. So it's not a whole lot of content. You know, within one episode, it felt like Mandalorian. It felt like there was so much to talk about, so much to break down, so much that will lead into the next episode. You know what I mean? They're still starting small. I do believe like throughout the season, though, more and more the episodes will have a lot more depth to them. Well, you might even see longer episodes because clearly they weren't afraid to show a 70-minute premiere. So we might even see longer episodes of Clone Wars of the Bad Batch. So hopefully,
yeah, we'll see. And we still there's not one person unless you work for Lucasfilm know the direction that the show's gonna.
Oh yeah, no, it can go in so many ways.
The one thing outside of the shows that I think is pretty cool is I'm gonna try to bring it up real quick, but we're getting closer and closer to Knights of the Republic, man. You know all these rumors that they're talking about. Well, this company that I'm about to show you has the license for Knights of the Republic now, and I was like, why would they randomly have the license? Let me show you their first two merchandise. Here we go. I'm about to bring it up. You are about to be amazed because I am. So we have Malik on the left, of course, and Darth Revan.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I don't tell you what to do, and I will never will. Yeah. But I highly advise, no offense to Grogu behind you, no offense to that beautiful Reventator, but I need that to be on there, right there. Like, notice how Revan also has the red saber as well.
Yeah, but you can put it with the hand, so that's the pose I would go with.
Like you could have that right behind you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The thing is, like, why their designs are kind of like the Koda. I'm gonna butcher this name. It's like the Koda Bakaya or something. It's almost like they have armor on, like you see like Malik's armor right here. He doesn't really have that. It's a unique design. Like these aren't like canon in quotes. I know that they're not canon, but the most canon like design they could have had. So they're pretty unique. But man, that Revan though, I just think looks amazing. The Malik's cool, but obviously I think I have to get the Revan.
I would get both if I were you. Also, another thing to speak about. I'll take turns now. I'll share my screen, which I was so excited for. Obviously, Boba was the one that broke the news to me. Mandalorian Season 2 Funko Pops came out, which was so much fun. I actually ordered a few. These aren't actually all of them, even believe it or not. I actually ordered a few of them for myself. I ordered 5 total of Ahsoka with the hood. I don't know why the hood appearance isn't here, but I ordered 5 with the Ahsoka with the hood.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's those, but I think each one has a variant.
Yeah.
So like has the variant where he's painted. Yeah. Grogu has the face hugger.
Yeah, with the the squid in his face. Okay, yeah. So and there's also Din Djarin as well. But I ordered 5 of Ahsoka with the hood, 2 without the hood, and I ordered 2 of Bo without her helmet, which is really, really cool. So happy they released it. They have the Dark Troopers. I'm going to try and find. I will stop screen sharing for a second because I'm going to try and find the entire, like the whole entire thing. Because there's a few more variants, and those are actually like the cool ones.
I actually ordered the one with the hood too. I just love the hoods, man. Anytime someone's wearing the hood, like one of my favorite Anakin scenes is when he has his hood on, just walking through it in Revenge of the Sith, and then
Hooded
Revan.
characters do it best. Hooded characters do it best. Here we go. This should be. Well, this isn't. This isn't everything. I just want to give it an idea so everybody can have the chance to see. This isn't really the full entire thing, but you can kind of get an idea without the hood. It's like right here in the corner. It's right here in the corner. There's Ahsoka. I'm going to try. Yeah.
Quick Amazon search too. It's in it. It's the Amazon exclusive, I think.
Yeah. There you go. There it is. Yeah. So that's Ahsoka with the hood. Really, really beautiful. As well as with the out. They also had different Grogu. Yeah, see, these are like the quote unquote. Yeah, these are the GameStop exclusives. There you go. So it's this one, Grogu having the the little squid on top of his face, and then as well as the butterfly, which I thought was really, really adorable. So really, really cool ones. So happy that GameStop did that. And
I forgot the hitting meeting with the butterfly, but we talked about it.
I remember that. Yeah, it was like I think wasn't it? Oh, on the Seeing Stone on Tython, he had it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, man, I remember us talking about it because I'd seen where somebody was talking about. There's like there's a parallel there that has to do with like legends and stuff.
Yeah. So overall, awesome week for Star Wars. Really, really great week. Just having an amazing time, and I think everything is heading towards, really, really a lot of fun times for Star Wars fans really soon. So
yeah, that finale, whenever it does happen, is gonna be either a heartbreaker. Everyone's gonna want to talk about. I think it's gonna be the talk of the summer until Book of Boba comes out.
Well, if you think about it, 12 weeks, 3 months. So we're looking at 3 months from now. Things like will be
end of July, early August is when it ends. I think. I don't know.
3 months from now, we have 12 weeks left. So 3 months exactly from today's date. No, sorry, from yesterday's date. So you're talking June, July, August 21st, 22nd, give or take. That's like towards the end of the month. So
crazy, dude.
That's wild. I know. Visions is going to be right in the splack of the middle of it, and then Book of Boba just 2 months later. Perfect.
It just does so well. 20 minutes, but a whole summer's worth of content. And plus any other news that we get. So E3's.
I was about to say that E3 is June 11th, I believe. So that is in about 3 weeks, less than a month from now. So hopefully, pray that we get some news for that. So
maybe we get some. Maybe that's when they're waiting for a game release. I don't know.
Yeah, but overall, great time. What an amazing day! What an amazing week! And can't wait for what's to come next week. Do you have anything that you would like to share, like any certain content or?
Well. I am, that Avatar. I'm actually going to message Venomous tonight. I have the draft set up. And
you're hiring Venomous for this? Oh, it's going to be so cool. I would love to see how because I've only, and this isn't anything crazy, but I've never really looked at his outside work so much outside of Star Wars. So now this is going to be really, really cool because I know he's going to
kills it with Marvel. His Marvel stuff is insane. It's super.
He's going to kill it. Yeah.
So Venomous will do. Well, I'm assuming he's going to do it. I mean, every time I say, I haven't messaged him yet, but he's yet to tell one of us no. So Venomous will do the new Avatar. Hopefully, it'll be a Halo style one, and he normally takes about a week. So maybe by this time next week, maybe I'll debut it on the ITH. We'll see, and then what else? I got something else planned. Oh, YouTube. So on YouTube with my personal channel, Warrior Nerd channel, not Lore Seeker. We've been doing like Resident Evil streams, and they're super chill. It's just like one of those things, man, where I didn't think it was gonna be like anything, but it's like if you're gonna play a game, like I just want to stream it, right? I just want to have fun. On YouTube, it's like super relaxing. People just come and go, and dude, we're having a lot of fun over there too. So the
Yeah.
goal is to get that channel to YouTube partner, Lore Seeker to YouTube partner, and then
This channel.
this one, and
Yeah.
then I also have another plan. So, dude, I might just be like just shooting
Yeah.
out YouTube
Yeah,
partnerships.
YouTube has been really a big focus for me as well lately. I already told you everything, but I have a really big plan for once that we're very close to YouTube partner and
Yeah.
1,000 subscribers. So when that is able to happen, I have something really special, and I think together, it's really been fun working on some YouTube content. And I've had honestly this last video, and I know a lot of my videos lately have just been mod videos, but this last one with the lady from Resident Evil, I had so much fun with it, with the music and everything. I added some classical music to it. It was really beautiful. I had a fun time with
That's
it.
what happened when I did the theory video. It was so different from what I was used to.
Yeah.
It was fun to make. And I think when you make content like that, that's just different. Like just streaming Resident Evil, man, and getting these
Yeah.
jump scares. Like after I'm all said and done, I'm gonna make a jump scare montage, and I'm really excited to make it. Like just thinking about it because of all the jump scares I've already had, it's gonna be really cool.
So
Uh,
excited. So
then
excited.
it builds the community as well. The people that stop by and they just have a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
Uh, and then on Lore Seeker, I'm just gonna keep making content. I got a live show that it's literally gonna be a show. It's not a podcast or anything. It's a show where we just strictly talk about a segment of lore. Like say we choose Boba Fett. Well, we literally just pretty much do a quick show of all things Boba Fett from his earliest years to his end years, and that'd be the show basically. We'll have
So
themes and everything. So I think that'd be cool. And of
super
course,
exciting things ahead.
lower level lore, but I don't know when that's going to debut. Hopefully in the next couple weeks. So we'll see.
Yeah. Super exciting things ahead.
Yeah. Other than that, man, you are tomorrow. See if
Yeah, we'll be scene reveal that I've never. Yeah, I showed it to you, and it's by far my favorite. So I'm super excited for that. I will be on CPUs. Yeah. And yourself?
Be Monday back on Halo. I'm just gonna grind out Halo, man. It's like I said last Thursday. I finally, for the first time, had new people come in talking about Halo, which really helped, and people were interested in it. So, just keep doing that, keep building, man. And then, I hope that people think we're not converting people to Halo, but we're just trying to explore and get people in, and we can still talk about Star Wars all the time, but you need those Halo people to build in the community, and you need your Sea of Thieves, and it's just how it is, and we can talk about Star Wars on the stream, of course, but you need those Halo. You need that specific community members, and they're finally starting to trickle in. So I'm excited.
Love it.
And that'll be Monday at 3. So other than that, then we'll have. When are you announcing the next streamer spotlight?
Monday.
Okay, awesome.
Monday.
So you guys
we
will
do it every
know
Monday.
who will be on the podcast for Wednesday, and then it'll be a normal week, guys. Streams, podcast on Wednesday, podcast on Saturday, Bad Batch on Thursday night, and just killing it, man. So
let's keep it going.
Other than that, may the force be with y'all. Peace.